All right, folks, we're getting there. We're soon gonna get Avatar out of the box. I just need to do some postings here first. At least give people a chance to tune in if they want to do that. I'm gonna monitor the chat, and I'm gonna kind of do some close-ups. I have a different cam set up here, right? So I can kind of show stuff, and hopefully you will be able to see things a little bit better. I can also lift that camera off if I need to, which is handy if we want to do a couple of close-up shots and stuff like that. And I'm thinking this is going to take me like 2 hours or something. I have about 3.5 hours on the tape, so let's hope that's going to be enough to do this. And thanks for folks on YouTube tuning in and checking out the unboxing. This is my first Jersey Jack Pinball unboxing. This is the first game I own, and I did have a dialed in on rent from Lynn's Arcade during the pandemic. That has been my favorite Jersey Jack game to date. I always see myself getting a dialed in one day, but somehow this deal came along on the Avatar, a game that I've been looking at since it was announced. I was just completely mesmerized by this game, but I was not mesmerized by the price tag. I cannot disclose any details. The disty don't want to be on the megaphone, and I can't discuss any details how this game came into my possession, but it was a steal. All right, so let's start by. So this is the thing. I haven't actually opened it. On the front of the box, there is actually a thing that says something about that. What does it say? Yeah, here it is. Attention, consumer. Open this package first, right? And that is basically what I'm doing now. And there's like a very discreet envelope, and I'm just thinking there are some unboxing instructions or something like that. Yeah. Oh wow. So they actually makes like printed material with a game logo on it. So this is okay. We need the scissors to cut cable ties, quarter-inch nut driver, or a number 2 Phillips driver. So that's very generous. So as long as you have something to stab with. Okay, so there's a quite elaborate. There's like 13 steps here. Oh. Topper remove. Okay, so there's only if you need to Oh, wait. Oh shit. So this is actually topper removal for low ceiling clearance. Well, we're not going to remove any topper here, are we? So, okay. So I kind of misunderstood that. I saw a 13-step guide. So they got some side protectors here. I've seen people use these, and I didn't realize that the game actually came with those. So that's interesting. I wonder if they fit Stern games. Probably not. Okay, let's build a base here. Okay, so there's setting up Wi-Fi to download game updates. I'm assuming there's at least one update perhaps. This game was built in April, so it's been sitting on the shelf for a while. So maybe I have no idea what the different revisions of the code here is. A Bluetooth audio. We're not going to touch that. There's some letter from Jersey Jack telling us that what we can expect here. So, this is interesting. Your Jersey Jack pinball machine has Machine was hand assembled at our factory in Elk Grove. Jersey Jack Pinball has inspected each game element to ensure that it meets our quality standards. All right. But here's the caveats now. There's a couple of caveats here. Each pinball machine has unique characteristics that make it one of a kind, for sure. Each playfield and cabinet will have slight variations in appearance resulting from unique characteristics that in that machine's individual wooden parts, cabinet, backbox decals, backbox panels, playfield top bottom surface, and playfield back panel, distinct printed artwork, and metal plastic assemblies. So yeah, I mean, that is abundantly clear because this is a physical machine. So, but it's funny that they pointed out no playfield is perfectly flat. That is, yeah. So I might have a propeller sitting in mine. Who knows? They will vary from season to season, and the specific batch of plywood used to manufacture them. All right. Gameplay will result in playfield dimpling. Oh, Dimplegate. A hardened steel ball impacting softer pliable wood and coatings will inevitably cause them. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Over time, many games played, the dimples will blend into one another, making them less noticeable. What's this? Plastic insert crazing, tiny stress cracks, and ghosting. Small cloudy areas near the edges are typically seen in pinball playfields. Are they? They are a common side effect of the playfield manufacturing process caused by a combination of plastic mold stress forcing inserts into intentionally undersized holes and heating, smoothing of the insert surface as the playfield is sanded flat. All right. Yeah, I sort of agree with that. I've gotten like really shitty inserts, like in some of my games when they've been new in box, so to speak, right? And it's not fun, but it's nothing you really can complain about. So here's the unpacking, the actual unpacking sheet on how to set this up. So it's fairly straightforward. Cut the straps, remove. There's a cap on top there. Remove legs. Inside 4 cardboard stiffeners. Do not cut the structures around the game at this time. I wonder what the results of that will be once you do that one. And then it's fairly straightforward here. I mean, this is nothing. Slide the entire box up and off the game. Yeah, I can't do that in here, but. So this is the Invisiglass cleaning suggestions. These are actually spot on here. Yeah, so they recommend using Sparkle. That's the one I use. Yeah, and they also recommend the 2 fiber cloth kind of cleaning process as well. It's it's very easy to get streaks otherwise. Yeah, but never mind. Let's get this on the floor. I also did a little short video about the game, how it was packed, right? And this is, wow, these are pretty stiff. And it's really, really, really well thought of. It has a tip and tell. It has a shock watch, right? And all those things is just like, it's not so much to kind of, how do I say that? It's to scare the shipper, right? Because everyone kind of sees that box, see all those labels, all that evidence that is kind of put on the box. That means that somebody will get in deep shit in their neck of the woods if something kind of goes sideways, right? So you will see that they will take care of your game, right? And the guy who kind of walked up to my driveway while I was inspecting these things, right? He was just like, It's not tipped over. Like he immediately knew the condition of the box because he's probably driven it from wherever he picked it up. So what does it say here? Oh, so yeah, okay. It's like easy, and it was just like, so it's basically the shortening AVTR CE number 516. Individual game number plate in this envelope. All right, so that's interesting. So I can basically go buy the 374 if I want to. Yeah, I should have thought about that. That was just dumb. Yeah, I kind of gave up on the unique numbering plates since Stern did the thing they did. Oh man, look at this. Oh, it's not a game unique plaque. That's hilarious. So it doesn't say the game title. It's just a generic plate with a number on it. That's funny. Does it come with hardware? No. All right, that needs to go on. There's some activity in chat here. I'm just gonna see what it says. Yeah, it's unboxing day. Yeah, so there's a bunch of things in the Playfield. I would guess so. There's a lot of moving parts here. I just need to get all the packaging material out of the way because I don't have a lot of room to navigate here. Okay, so they stick the legs on top here. That's a pretty hard. Okay, attention, installation hardware inside. Yeah, let me see if I can just show you this whole. What's going on here? So this is sort of like how they stack the legs. And we can also have a little look at the legs here. Look at that. Look at that wavy water. And I learned from Leah, the designer, that she did not design the trim. She did not do the artwork for that. So I wonder who actually made the avatar, because it's supposed to look like their skin, right? The wavy things. Yeah, uncertain what the next steps are here. So these are sort of like. Okay, so these can pull out. It looks like no. Yeah, let me check. I need to check the manual here so I don't pull out things in the wrong order. You're supposed to remove the cap on top of the box. Inside the box, remove the top tray containing the legs for the game, the leg levelers, and the game number plate envelope. Remove the legs, leg leveler, bag, nameplate, number, envelope, tray. Place in a safe location. Yeah, this is well packaged. Let me just say that out loud. Okay, here's one leg. Oh, okay, you can kind of just flick one of them open there. That makes sense. So really nice kind of color inside the legs. I didn't realize that. It's just, yeah, look at this. Is this vinyl? No. Yeah, this is so odd. Yeah, this is. Look how cool the term is, and then it has this like really nice kind of ocean blue-ish tone. Very nice, I must say. Okay, so this is odd. There's like a... What is this? Okay, so there's a bag of hardware here. Black feet. Levelers. Now they don't use washers. You're gonna ruin the paint job on the legs. Well, it's just how it is. Okay, so now I can probably do things here. Damn, this is... Oh, that's the shooter rod that was kind of poking up there. That makes sense now. Yeah, that's right. I need to get a new shooter rod. I forgot about that. It's just that weird kind of... it's like a... What do you call that end of an arrow that you kind of pull on the feather there? Like, I just have a... I have a beef with the custom shooter rods like this one here. Like, I mean, ball-shaped ones are fine, right? Like the Mando shooter rod, perfect, integrates with the theme. The Godzilla one is fine as well, right? But it's not really that fun, right? It's just like a Mothra egg or something. And Jurassic Park one is just, that is like one of the best shooter rods there are. Okay. Oof, Jesus. The topper is just bonkers. It sits like flush with the cab. I thought you were supposed to be able to pull these out. You know what? I'm just going to cut the front here. Get this thing out because I won't be able to pull the box up over it anyway. So. Yeah, it helps if you have a sharp knife. Yeah, look at that. They have a there's another warning label there that don't cut the strap. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, somebody must have done it at one point, right? I need to start chucking things out here now. It's starting to grow already. There's some really good packing material here. I'm going to reuse some of this. How's everyone doing in chat today anyway? It's Friday. Oh, we got Amiga Cami in chat. Now there's 2 streamers without Avatar. Yeah, I can't for one understand like why this game has not like why it's not more popular than it is. It's a complete mystery to me. The only what I so my hot take here is that we're sort of like in this kind of recession in a way, right? And buying like a 15 grand pinball machine when you don't know if you're going to have your job tomorrow, that is something I wouldn't recommend. Because you're going to lose a lot of money real quick. and prices of the machines have gone up, and the secondary market is just like, it's not, I wouldn't say it's crashing, but you cannot sit with titles that people don't want to buy, because then you're going to lose a lot of money. Load of money. And there was a time when I kind of got into this hobby, kind of in the sense I got into the hobby of buying new Unboxed Stern games. I bought the LEs just because, oh, they retain their value, so it's fine, one in, one out. And that held true up to Godzilla. Then it was done. Ooh, look at this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little flyby here. Oh, this is crazy. They got protective plastic on everything. Whew, Jesus. Getting tired walking back and forth here. There is a TX sector here. Yeah, it's actually going to sit right next. I'm going to slide it in here. TX sector and alien. The thing is, I kind of wanted it in a dark spot, right? So, and it's kind of, when I put the lights out, this is sort of like the darkest little corner, because I want to be able to see the UV effects and things like that. Yeah, buying for keeps. That's a good strategy. What the actual? There's LEDs underneath the cabinet. I had no idea. Oh, this is hilarious. Oh wow, look at this overkill right here. So yeah, let's do a little walk around here. This is high definition pinball right here, my dear folks. So yeah, so look at there's LED strips underneath the cabinet here. I had no idea. Well, first I saw these wires coming out there, and it's just like, what the hell is that? And there's LEDs underneath the cabinet. This is just bonkers. Yeah, and look at that beefy bass speaker there. Well, look at this. Look at this. So we got felt, and we got proper like metal brackets, right? You know, Stern, right? Yeah, I got King Kong here, right here. Right, we have these little plastic cheap bits, right? Amazing. And look at it. So look here, like everything's protected. Like they got the protective plastic on and everything here. And there's another piece of plastic right here. Look at this artwork. It's just maze balls. Yeah, it's too bad that you barely see the side art, but I think this kind of piece of art kind of warrants me rearranging things here, perhaps. My Twilight Zone is the only... Wow, there's that weird like whale creature. It's really cool. That topper. All right. Let's. Yeah, ever since they launched this game, I've just like been completely mesmerized by it. And the thing is, I've been kind of looking out for it and always wanted one, and just didn't know how to get one without paying through my nose. Good things come through those who wait. Oh wow, look at this. This is another completely bonkers thing here. Wow. Yeah, I need to show this. Yeah, I've been praising the packaging and the shipping on this thing, right? But like this is bonkers. Look at this. So here, where is that? Like a 3/4 inch thick plywood, and then it has this like impact cushion that the game is sitting on. That's unbelievable. It's like a grand worth of shipping material. Not a grand, but you know, it's not just a paper box with some ill-molded styrofoam. So let me see how I can. Okay, so that is that. Yeah, I just need to get under here with my escalera somehow. Oh, look at this. It's not bad. I mean, okay, you got a little bit crinkly here, but you get the flyer with it as well. Isn't that fun? And I wonder, you know, the flyers for the Bally Williams games, did they come with the games back then? Because I have a bunch of flyers from old games, right? And these days you barely see them unless you're visiting a distributor or something. That's fun. They could have put that in the envelope so it kind of kept itself nice and flat, but I don't care. Just need to be careful. There's a bunch of cables here. Let's see here. You can just don't want to ding and dent things here. Where is the somehow it's not fitting in there. It's not receiving. I wonder if something is in the way there. It's not gripping. Let me see here. Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, it's the wood rails that is tricking me. So the Jersey Jack games, I kind of just learned that they have the same wood rails. Shit. The same wood rails that you would find in a Bally Williams game. Not just those little plastic sliders. So it just needs to come up a little bit more. Apparently not. There we go. There we go. All right. Got it. Nearly. Seat belt on. And the funny thing is that this game weighed on the pallet 400 400 pounds. And my Escalera is rated 350. So this shall be exciting to see if it can lift it. There's a lot of packing material though, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't know if there's like 50 pounds of it though. Damn, there's a lot of shit here. Yeah, I just need to get some material back in here. I don't want to ding and dent things. I don't have to. Okay, that went in a little bit wobbly. See that? What's up, chat? High gloss flyers in the barrels of fun. Yeah, it's all the new guys. You know, they need to kind of stick out a little bit. I'm rooting for every single one of them. And this Dune game is kind of panning out pretty cool, isn't it? So. Yeah, this is not feeling very good. This is not feeling very good. This is heavy. Shit. Oh, bonk. Oh, shite. This is a joke. It's so heavy. Absolute joke. Yeah, look at this piece. This is like solid plywood. Yeah, here's 20 pounds right there. So I think we're good. Oh my lord. Yeah, let me straighten this thing up a little bit. Damn, it's heavy. Holy moly, it's heavy. This is a joke. This is an absolute joke how heavy it is. Oh my god. So Stargate is my heaviest game. Oh, look at this. Oh, wow, you get that cool shot thing. All right, I'll need to. All right, let's see if it lifts. Oh my god. Can you hear that? It's whining. Oh man, it's gonna bust. This is no joke how heavy this thing is. It is no joke. Oh my lord. No joke. All right. I don't think I would. Yeah. Let me see if this is high enough. Yeah, it's high enough. Yeah, I don't know if I would be able to, you know, do this manually by myself, you know. You do the whole kind of resting the game on your leg and all that business, right? I would have to call for help. Yeah, speaking of, I remember that when I helped a friend set up his Hobbit, and I think I permanently damaged my back doing that. And I think we were three people setting up the Hobbit. Yikes. All right, what's up, chat? I need to kind of give it a rest here a little bit. I'm just completely sweaty. All right, so we got CDC, including high gloss multi-page flyer for the Cactus Canyon Lyman upgrade kit. That's cool. So you're excited to see which Ikran choose you. So is that the Banshees that, or Ikran, is that the whale? We got whales here. Are these the Ikrans? I need to learn Avatarish. Oh, it is the Banshee. Okay. Yeah, the thing is, I haven't played this game a lot, right? Because it's always been at a show or similar, you know, when there's other things going on, right? And I haven't been, you know, immersed in the rules and the gameplay, what to do, how do you blow it up, yada yada, like all those things. I'm just kind of yeah, basically just scratching the surface of what you can do. Each machine has a unique Ikran. All right, that's cool. They choose the rider. What an adventure this sounds like. Oh, wow, look at this. This is crazy. Oh, wow. Yeah, that makes sense. So they got like a... this is like a... You got a steel bracket. Like a shipping... Or is that supposed to be permanent? No. No, it says remove it. Shipping bracket, all cap. Yeah, so they basically have a metal bracket custom made for the game for shipping. Oh, another set of LEDs. There's LEDs on the back of it as well. Jesus. Holy crap. This game. Yeah, the thing is, what I told somebody about this is just like, once I kind of get this game in my collection, right? The problem, the main problem is going to be that this game is just going to stand out so much, right? That like all the other games will just fade, right? And just look very dull and boring, right? So, oh, man. Like these straps are not to play with either, right? It's not like it's just like deluxe exclusive material on basically everything in the like, yeah, exactly everything. It's just like nothing is from Temu, nothing. Let's just put it that way. I'm gonna put it. Yeah, I'm gonna do like the whole direct capture thing that I'm gonna do with this game. I'm not gonna set up today. I have a bunch of HDMI splitters and line out cabling. I kind of want to kick the tires on and test first before I kind of start that kind of project. So I'm just going to set it up here so I can work on it tomorrow, and hopefully there will be like a proper kind of, you know, gameplay stream tomorrow or maybe Sunday. I've been feeling a little bit under the weather lately, so let's see what I have energy to do. But the thing is, I needed to set it up today. This is not a handle. Yeah, this is insane. This is just insane. Like, I mean, it's just so pretty. It is so pretty. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, let me just get the legs on it first here because I'm getting nervous that something is gonna just smash to the ground here soon. Let's see here. I thought I had not casters, but the feet for this thing. Where did I put it? Yeah, I got everything here. Oh. I have a cup holder. I am going to figure out a blue drink. That was my brilliant wife's idea. That we should make some blue cocktail. Oh, the legs need some work here as well. Yeah. Yeah, there's no. I don't like it. There's no washers, you know. So there's no washer for the leg here, right? And that I don't like that, because what happens is the nut here will basically ruin the coating here, and it will kind of shave off. But I know like 100% I don't have any washers, so I'm just gonna have to live with this. It's not the end of the day, you know, but you will find like shavings around the legs eventually. And you're not looking at the game from underneath, so it's not the end of the world. Like, I mean, do you actually need these like felts? Just looks like, doesn't look very good. Yeah, I'm gonna skip him. I appreciate the thought though, but not gonna use him. Oh, beverage. I need to sip here. Yeah, Jersey Jack for the door. Yeah, the thing is, these are the logos I got from my garage door. They were sort of like intentionally old 80s and 90s logos. And what I was thinking to do in the kind of extension of it, do the new logos on the upper panels there. Yeah, I bet the legs scratch easily. I'm totally aware of that. Yeah, like you said, it kind of looks like it's some. To me, it almost looks like it's vinyl, right? But I think they've used that method where you kind of you submerge them, sort of like in a textured kind of surface kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know what that sublimation or something like that. I think the process is called. It's like a really thin film that kind of becomes one with the surface. It's kind of like how you design shoes with the very particular patterns on them. Yeah, it's a dip. It's out. Yeah, a dip. Yeah. Because it definitely looks like there's been a printing process involved, right? But everybody knows that there's no printer that can print on this, right? So it's probably just, like you say, it's just a dip like that, and Might be some coating on top of it. I don't know. Looks good anyway, so that's all I care about. But the interesting bit here, I guess, is how the wear and tear on the lockdown bar will kind of survive this, because that is just one of those challenges with the cheapskates. You know, if you own a spooky game, their clear coat will wear off like in an instant. And also very early Stern LEs that had custom clear coat that wore off as well. So like if you see a Tron LE on location, you will see that the chrome is kind of like just eaten through. Oh really? Oh really? What? Oh really? The yeah, no, this is my absolute first Jersey Jack game. It's I did rent a dialed in during COVID, and dialed in has always been my favorite Jersey Jack game. And I kind of see myself maybe in the future replacing Twilight Zone with dialed in. Like that's how good I think dialed in is. That it would be able to replace Twilight Zone, and I would also then replace a Lawler game with a Lawler game. That's kind of the idea. But I have not really come to terms with that just yet. But that might happen in the future. All right, the Jersey Jack owners, how far in does the bolt go on the back legs? I'm gonna do about half to start here and see how that goes. Yeah, this has been a premium experience with Jersey Jack so far. I can tell you that. This is absolutely the highest definition pinball that you can think of. I wonder if I had gotten the one with the whale on the side, I might have been able to put it in the house, because my wife loves whales. And I know another kind of interesting piece of information on this game, and that is that Mark Seiden's wife is a big fan of sea otters. So Mark asked the artist to hide sea otters in the artwork. I don't know if you've spotted that. I've seen one. One is on the back glass, on the collectors, I think. But there are supposed to be a couple of sea otters in the Playfield artwork. I hate when they do these leg lock nuts in not the same size as the leg bolts. It's a little bit annoying, but there's two schools to everything, so. Or the backbox have that old school Sega kind of lock where you kind of twist the twist lock in the back. All right, we got the legs on. I'm so hot, Jesus, it's so warm in here. Did I tighten everything here now? Yeah, I think so. It's on. It's not going anywhere, like we say. Oh, the drink holder, of course. The cup holder. Didn't forget the cup holder. So there's a purple trim dialed in. I don't even know what editions they made of that game. Can't remember seeing a purple trim. That must be really rare. Well, did they do like a collector's and a limited, or collector's limited and super collector or something like that? All right, here we go. Get some rubber feet down. Hopefully my Escalera won't die. Yeah, this game is heavy. Jesus, it was really complaining and whinging. And the thing is this, I think it's heavier. I think it's heavier than the Stargate for that fact that I cannot remember it wincing as bad while I've been wheeling Stargate around. Oh, it's on the floor. Here's another kind of, it got like Bluetooth and headphone jack and volume rocker on the front. But I guess that's a collector's edition thing. I wouldn't think they would put that on every edition, do they? Yeah, the monitor is huge in these. I like that. It's just very unfortunate that that hasn't become the standard. Like especially like Alien, like the Hayway Alien, right? That was just it's just brutal. I don't like that cab in any other regard, but the display, that was just like, this is just a benchmark, right? This is what it's supposed to look like. And I don't know what came first. No, Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz came before Hayway's first game. What was it called? Not the Pig Farmer game, which was the first kind of thing he announced. What is it called? High speed, not high speed, full throttle. Full throttle. But it didn't really like, that big display on that game wasn't really that much of a, there wasn't anything to write home about, you know. but with Alien and how well that kind of integrated with the... Am I supposed to be able to lift this thing? Jesus. So is this shipping bracket hole? They even put like hole caps for the screw holes for the shipping brackets. It's just like, think about everything. Yeah, I just wonder which side I want to kind of lift this thing on. Just get my hand in here somewhere so I can feel the thing. Oh my motherfucker! This is no joke. This is no joke. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, I understand now why operators don't like these games all of a sudden. Because they need an army of people to set them up. This is no joke. Oh my god. Look how tall that is. Kenny's... Like, I mean, seriously, I won't be able to... Like, it's taller than my rig is. Because here's my kind of garage thing, right? Holy mother. Wow, look at this. What's this? Hey. So you get like a blank... Like, what is this? What are you supposed to do with this? This is awesome. It's like an extra translite. But this is with the LE artwork. That's fun. But it had this thing. This coveted like item, right? This is like the mode, those posters they make. You can download this as a PDF, whatever. But I had no idea that you got one like in this glossy print. Yeah, I'm going to put this on my garage door while I'm playing this game, figuring out. Jesus Christ, there's so much stuff here. Ooh, my lord. Okay. This is crazy bonkers. Holy mother. How are you doing, chat? Any questions in chat? Oh, there's cabin corners. Oh yeah, I'll check inside the cab. All right, so we kind of got some work to do here before we can power this thing up. I probably should have removed the plastic up here before erecting, but I'm just gonna have to. I mean, there must be a grand worth of packing material for this thing. Absolutely mental. I mean, they've even like the backbox decal goes up on the side here, right? When I looked at the pictures, it sort of just looked like it was a, just looked like it was a black, you know, plastic, whatever, right? Didn't look like they actually put decals on it, but here we are. Oh, I should have removed this before. It's going to be like little plastic bullshit things here now. Ooh, look at that. Oh, it's actually nipping in the artwork there. So that's probably why you're supposed to have those felts there. That's really odd. So the legs are shaped differently than traditional legs because they are biting in the cabinet. definitely biting in the cabinet. All right, so that's understandable. So we need to put those felts in between there. Such hard work. Yeah, it's really funny because yeah, no, it bites all the way around. All right, so that explains why they ship those felts with the game. Unless you want your radicals. I'm guessing these are radicals that they put on the sides here. Shipping to Tasmania. That sounds like, doesn't sound real. Is that a real place? Okay, so that shipping bracket kind of needs to come off. What an absolute unit. Oh no, I got some. Oh yeah, I got it out. Yeah, the way they kind of built that, yeah, I need to fix the legs while I got this thing out, and just gonna have to bear with me. The way they kind of designed the topper is pretty fantastic because it's there's a like a proper, like, you know, photorealistic image in the back, right, of Earth or Pandora. It must be Pandora, of course. There's a planet, whatever, right? And then they have like there's like black kind of plastic cutouts to kind of create a depth effect of a HUD, right? And then you have that kind of, you know, the Pinball 2000 glass where you project the digital image, right? So it's just three different kind of ways of expressing the depth. But one of the problems I've seen a lot of people kind of complain about it is that it should have been tilted further forward. And I saw somebody selling, where did my beer go? Oof. I saw somebody selling kind of wedges for it. I will most likely put wedges on mine so it kind of, like, you know, tilts in a little bit so you can see it in all its glory. All right, I need to do the legs again. Where's the wrench here? This has come on and off now for the second time. Oh, this is the third time. Yeah, that's really strange, right? Because those metal brackets, like if you put them on any other game from any other manufacturer or era, they will stand off the leg enough to not nip the cab at all. It doesn't touch the cab, right? So I don't know if the company that makes the legs for Jersey Jack has sort of got a different machine or something. Because it's not how it's supposed to be. And I'm also worried, like, since these felts, they make the game like a bit wobbly. And it kind of looks like the legs got bearded as well. I'm not a big fan, to be honest. But I guess it's better than having the leg cutting a hole in your cab. So I give him that. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you don't pay attention to it, I don't think. It's just if you know it's there, you know, you annoy yourself. Yeah, and you can definitely trim them down and cut them a little bit. Because that's the other thing, they don't look like the shape of the leg, right? Could kind of trim them a little bit, but yeah, don't want to deal with that now. But I guess you can do a good tuck here before you kind of tighten them, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, got a nice little beard. That's fine. I didn't realize it would be this hot today. I would have waited. And there are times like these where I should have put in that aircon unit. When I replaced my heater, at least I put in the unit so you can connect a cold air. But I know I will rage buy one day. Perfect. One more. Oh, and some beverage. Also, barrels of fun. Did I skimp? Yeah, funny thing is my Kong that I swapped my cabinet with, it came with 7 washers for the leg bolts. How weird is that? So I guess that happens everywhere. Yeah, and I saw a comment in chat there about the Kong didn't last long, and the thing is, it's on my rotating kind of stern spot, right? So there will be a new stern there every 3-4 months, whatever. So I'm gonna order the new Star Wars game when you can actually order it. But I know that they are announcing it on. So Media Day is September 10th. right? So, and I think that was on Wednesday. So, and they will have the game fully revealed before then, right? So we will probably see full reveal that week, right? So on the 8th of September. Not this Monday, but the Monday before that. After that, I mean. And I don't know, like, and I'm sort of like waiting to see. I might, depending on how much they've skimmed on the Pro, right? With Kong, it was just such a no-brainer to get the Pro because the game is exactly the same, and even if I love the Gong, but the Gong actually plays better on the Pro. It's just or the way you kind of interact with the game, which is quite hilarious. So there are those subtle differences, right? And it's funny that some of the Stern games, like Pro Premium, it's not like a simple kind of bolt-on thing anymore. They kind of like change the gameplay and the rules and all that, right? Like John Wick is another kind of great example where they have a completely different car in the Pro versus the Premium, and LE plays differently. The physical version versus the virtual lock behaves differently, and a lot of subtle things like that. So we'll see what they cook up for Star Wars, but most likely getting a Pro. But it might be one of those situations, and it's just like, oh shit, this is the best pinball machine I ever seen in my life, and it will be one of those situations where you're really weak and just like, oh, I'm gonna buy the LE instead, right? So we'll see. You only live once. But I'm a little bit like, Borg had already, like, he designed this like 1992 kind of Data East Star Wars and was sort of reminiscing about it with Jack on stream, right? And it's just like, I just wonder, like, if this was just one of those like celebration games, right? So we get the Data East kind of Star Wars with flaunting a few new things, right? But you don't know until you know. That's the thing. But really excited to see it. I'm also really excited to see what they kind of do with the franchise in a way, right? Because because they kind of like making up their own little story. Right? Will Luke Skywalker will be in it? Will Han Solo be in it? Whatever. Or are they just gonna make up their own little kind of band of pirates or rebels? It's obviously about rebels. We're not gonna be playing as villains as much as we want it. Wow, this is a heavy goodie box here. Probably got like 10 balls in it though. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Okay, we got kind of like the usual. Okay, we got a power cable. That's good. All right, so this is a neat take on it. You kind of get like a little strip of things here. You got your balls in the bottom there. Oh, look at that! You get some extra rubbers. That's nice of him. Got some decals. You got some plastics, and I don't quite know where. Oh, is that the mini ball for the mini Playfield in there? Yeah, it probably is. Okay, so I need to show you a few things here. So here's the artwork protectors. They're kind of laying in the game, right? So I need to pull those out. There's a bunch of straps and foam here. Run the UV lights, and there's a piece of paper chucked in there, and I think that's kind of like the installation instructions, or kind of the continuation of the unpacking instructions. What does it say here? Mark and Jack. Signatures. Look at this. Look at this artwork. It's absolutely bonkers. And yes, and they said yeah, since it's the CE, it's supposed to have a bunch of UV things, right? So I'm just gonna, I think I have a UV light here somewhere. No, that's not UV. This one is UV. Let's see if we can actually see something. Yeah, wow. Yeah, let's turn the lights out and see what we can find out here. Ooh, it's dark. Let's see if we can get a good hint here. I'm gonna turn the regular light off here and see if we can. Ooh, look at this. The rubbers are obviously very UV sensitive. And there you can see some of the greens, right? Oh, there's some red there as well. Wow, look at that. Yeah, you can't see it as much on the camera. It looks much more kind of vivid in real life here. You got the whales there, and you got the blue stripe here. Wow, look at that. This is crazy. Look at this kind of blue water stripe going here. It's crazy. And all the plastics up here have some greens and there's some blues there. And there you see the red one there along the walk here there. Yeah, let's see if I can just zoom in here a little bit and see what we can actually. Yeah, there you can see. It looks so much brighter in person, I'm telling you. And then you had the red. Let me see here. No, it's too difficult to see. Yeah, the camera is kind of struggling because it's so dark, but there's a lot of UV stuff here. Now my hand's just starting to shake. Can you see some of the red stuff there? No? Anyhow, yeah, I'm going to turn the lights back on here. Yes, I guess you need to have a very particular environment to kind of enjoy all those elements of the game, I guess. Does it have a coin mech? Yes, it does have a coin mech. US quarter. Yeah, I got 2 quarter mechs. You got room for a dollar bill validator. I think it has both power. No, I don't think it has power. But so the white rubber is tearing off. Yeah, I wonder what rubber it is, if it is Titan or something else. Oh, that's fun. There is already a ball in the mini playfield there. So I wonder why you would... I guess that's a spare one. Little tiny... The one you had in your extra goodie bag. I wonder if that's the same sized ball as you have in Rapid Fire and Hyperball. It should be, right? Simple enough. Well, they have a bracket back here for the power cable. That's professional. like the good old days. Oh, this is, it says the born on date is 6/25. That's weird because the box had a completely different number on it or a date on it. I think it said like April. So, all right. Yeah, I need to do some work on the back of the game there to remove the bracket and remove the power cord bracket. I'm one of those people that just throw these away because I'm never going to put these on a location anywhere. Anyway. And somehow, like, if I was a pinball cabinet designer, yeah, now I've dented my floor. I would design that bracket so you can put it in two different ways, right? One way you have it for home use, and the other way you kind of lock the cable in place, right? And that way the bracket never gets lost, or the bracket doesn't, I mean, it's always on the game, and you can kind of do your preferred kind of configuration of the bracket, either locked or open, right? Simple. Be pragmatic about things. That's how I see things in the world. But I guess I'm not the I'm not like everybody else, maybe. That's what I wanted to say. So in the back here, it's just like the back box is an absolute unit, right? Because the I can see the monitor arm is basically mounted on a bracket that you can kind of see on the back there. There's a big kind of fan and it's almost like a house vent, you know. And I need to figure out where to pull my cables out of this cab. That's not going to be easy. Because I need to do the capture thing. Need to capture the display. And I'm also a bit curious if they actually upgraded the display since dialed in, because dialed in was a DVI display. Did not have any was it HDMI? There was some DVI something. I know that because I used the DVI to HDMI converter. Absolute unit of a game. This is bonkers. This is absolutely like incredible. All right, I'm done with. I don't think I need this anymore. I'm gonna lift the playfield up because I want to see. I want to see this thing. Yeah, I could see that there was something holding the little mini ball there for sure. Yeah, there's like two little pegs there. You know, Invisiglass, I was just like, I was reaching with my fingers in there. That's how you know you got Invisiglass and not some other bullshit glass. Oh, it's hilarious. So dumb. Yeah, it's Invisiglass, all right. Oh, there's no rattle tape on the glass. I wonder if that's needed or not. We'll probably know soon enough. Used when racing Playfield. I wonder, like, do people just put them in, like, keep them in the cab, or what do you folks do? Oh wow, the side art looks amazeballs. And that is all glossy, almost like mirror finished. I love those Banshee sculpts. They're amazeballs. I saw you could buy similar ones of Amazon. It's like Seth MacFarlane. Is that his name? I'm probably butchering him right now, but if I had a Stern avatar, I would definitely look into getting some of these Banshees in that game, because these look amazing. Okay, let's see what it says here. So this is the avatar kind of specific things here. They are MacFarlane. Yeah, that's what I that's what I thought. All right, so there are some instructions here, and as you said, there's a little fork that holds the mini pinball in place. Pull out lift the playfield, service position, lower. So game pitch. 916. Okay. The game was designed to be played between 6.5 and 7 degree pitch. And the upper edge of the bubble is touching the second line, the level. Yeah, it definitely needs to come up more. It's at 6 now. Okay, so that needs to be adjusted. Shooter lane adjustment. Oh. So what's this here? A full plunge should send the ball across the playfield and up to the left orbit around the upper right flipper. Oh, look at that. How clever. So they got a little hole in the plastic there, right? So you can kind of put it where it's supposed to go, because that will move, right? That will move, right? And you need to, keep up with that for sure. So that we need to dial in, and then we have playfield windows. So that's fun. So you can actually remove these for service. I don't want to do that. I never want to do that. But and there's also some other adjustments here to that kind of like tilting kind of mech that kind of controls the ball in like 50 different ways. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus on that. Like, it's a bunch of different things here. Yeah. And you can also adjust the height of it. And there's also some leveling you can do, or adjustments you can do on the orbits to have the ball travel not straight down the middle. But I don't think I need to do anything else besides pulling that fork out. Oh, is this now when you're supposed to have your artwork protectors in here? Let me see. Let's see how this works. So you would sort of like put them down like this, and okay, so these need to be folded a little bit here. Or did I already ruined it? I don't know. I don't think I ruined it. Oh my god, that Playfield weighs a ton too. I'm not surprised. Oh, I don't like this. So you're basically leaning it. How is it leaning? Oh, okay. So it is actually. Yeah, so he's not denting the plastic. It's kind of leaning towards the. Oops, shit. Did I pull something out here now? No, you still hear me? Yeah. I'm so full of wires. Whew. Okay, so the tilt bob was sort of disengaged here. That needs fixing. Wow, this tilt bob, it weighs differently than the stern one. It's not a graphite one, it's just like a big... it's made of like steel. Crazy. Comes with a shaky motor. The base looks pretty solid. I will probably put a Boom Boom 3000 in here just because I'm such a huge fan of Boom Boom 3000. I also need to put a duck in it. I need to figure that out tomorrow. A mallard, and I need to give the mallard a name. Oh, we got a raid. Yeah, okay, so like this Playfield is just it's just bonkers. Let's just have a look at this, right? You can yeah. You can see some wood, right? But if the if the subways would have been like black or anything else, like you would not have seen any wood, right? This is just crazy with the too many play fields, and this is just absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Yeah, there's a no-name sub. Oh, that USB cable can look had some very thin. Yeah, I was talking to a friend about this. He had an Elton John on location, right? And like these USB cables here, they're not very reliable. Like it wasn't specific for Avatar. This was a Elton John, right? Yeah, look at that. This is like USB cables everywhere. Because I mean, a game on location. That is really funny. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like Yeah, so I mean, Stern kind of made the right choice. Just use Cat5 cables with a physical lock, right? At the end of the day, right? But this is just USB galore here. Look at all these little brittle USB connectors. They're everywhere. Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. So this explains a lot. But in yeah, I guess in a home environment, this will just be fine. This will be fine. All right, I need to figure out how to get the little fork out of the mini Playfield. So that's it. You just pull it out like that. Yeah, I guess you didn't have to lift the Playfield for that. But I got the tilt bob out, and we get to do an under Playfield inspection. So I guess that's worth something. There wasn't anything else in the goodie bag here I need to concern myself with besides the balls, right? I like this. They come with their own little, you know, the little kind of toothpick-ish kind of plastic piece, you know, to where you use as a spacer for when you're aligning the flippers. Protective oil wipe. Yep, need to wipe. Okay, I don't want to lift this Playfield any more than I want to. Let's see here, did I ruin my artwork already? No, it isn't. Not a single scratch. Made it through. Yeah, a dab of glue. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you know, my TNA, it has the hot glue, right, on every single connector, right? And I don't think that's a bad idea, because it kind of looks a little bit amateurish, maybe, but it keeps the connectors in place. Also use the hot glue for the you know, when you put lights in, like in spotlights and things like that, or in other kind of high velocity sort of areas, I'd say, you know, where I don't know if you remember when they had the launch stream for Mandalorian, and one of the one of the spotlights, I think there was a spotlight for Grogu or something like that. It just came out on the plunge, right? So they took the glass off and started fishing for the light, the first thing. And yeah, it's not very good advertisement. So, and it's such an easy fix, right? And I mean, all my games that have spotlights of any kind have hot glue in them. Yeah, the thing is, I just wonder, like, do people wax these Playfields? Because I sort of feel it needs some wax, but given how many little crevices the wax can kind of get stuck in. You have the infinity mirror here. You have the little windows there. Because having wax on the playfield just reduces the friction so much and just makes it last so much longer. And another thing I've sort of been wondering to myself is if there's been any protectors made for it. Because I know the scoop there doesn't come with a protector, right? And it's very, very, very vulnerable. And I've seen some eaten up wood on some location games, right? And that was basically one of the first things I kind of called out on it when they announced it. And there's also there's also this exposed edge there just below the upper right flipper. I'm not very happy about that one either, but and I think on a bad day a ball can get stuck there. We'll see. We'll see how it fares. I need to level the game as well. Yeah, I need to kind of pack up the stream here pretty soon as well. But at least I'm going to do kind of one sort of game or something like that, and hopefully I will get a higher definition stream tomorrow when I hooked up the capture card and gonna figure out how to get line out from it as well. So we got high def sound, high def picture. Hopefully my multi-viewer won't have any issues with the display signal. So far, anything I've thrown at it has kind of worked. So hopefully this will be fine. Okay, we got balls in the game. Can't see any other kind of loose items here at the moment. So how is this going to work? This switch is stuck. Oh, look at that. There's a stuck switch here. That's not supposed to be like that. Yeah, this has not been tested. That's for sure. Yeah, let me see if I can loosen that up a little bit. Yeah, I know on the micro switches on kind of on top, there's it kind of clamps to the plastic, and sometimes that clamp is just too tight for the switch to kind of move freely, and that's what we have here. Yeah, because the ball is supposed to go up there, down there, right? Yeah, this switch is not going to do its job, that's for sure. Order. Yeah, it's probably difficult to see here, but it kind of came off now, but this is like way too irregular and all skewed. So just make a little bit of an adjustment and snap it back on and it will work just fine. It's pinball after all. Yeah, I wonder about this. I think there's a spacer missing because it kind of gets pinched between the sheet metal. The sheet metal and the plastic, so it kind of pinches the whole thing. Can't quite see. It's just so tiny. Luckily, we got phones. As we're getting older. Where are you? Nah, it's not going anywhere. So shitty. Always something. Where's my nose pliers? Jesus. It's just one of those things I didn't think I would have to deal with today. I guess it's not the end of the day, end of the world if that switch is not registering, but oh, it works. Just need a little bit of some help there. All right, like new, perfect. And the other switches that needs some adjusting? No. All right, I'm gonna put a glass in, gonna level the game, gonna fire it up. And I'm gonna play a game for shits and giggles. But there won't be any gameplay stream officially until I've got everything kind of dialed in with the direct capture and stuff like that. So, okay, I need a 916 to adjust the leg levelers. Don't even know if I have one. Or was it 716? Now I have 7 and 9. It's 916. Oof, it's hot. Yeah, so the issue was that one of the I just saw that one of the switches were stuck, right? It was just completely jammed, and it was the exit switch for the kind of like the dive thing. You know, the jump ramp there, whatever, you know. There's an exit switch on that ramp there, and that was just jammed shut. And it just took some bending, and we're there. I need a bubble level. And now that has been run off as well. Yeah, it's just too much going on right now. All right, so we're sort of fairly flat here. Oof. Getting old. Oh, getting old. Oof. Shite. Fairly straight. And now the bubble is in between. It should be resting on the second one. It needs to come up a little bit more. Oops. Now, resting perfectly on the second. Love it. Yeah, the game is not going to be here forever, but I might as well just tighten it up. Yeah, the thing with my garage is that, like with every garage in the US, it leans because of the flooding. When it floods, and the water is supposed to come out. Let's see. Got some power here. What do we think? Do we think the game will just work on first plunge? You never know about those things. Never know. So these games have the power. Oh, they have a power switch underneath. All right, is it powering up? Yeah, there's a 100-watt surge. Oh, look at that. There's lights. Did it say HDMI? I think it did. A bunch of Linux messages on the screen there. Wow. Detected display size. It is actually, I didn't think it was full HD. I thought it was 1280. Oh my God, this looks crazy. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put up the camera sort of just next to the game here. I cannot move the rig today. Well, I can, but you know how it is. It's just too much stuff going on right now. Oh, I think I have a polarizing filter on this camera. Do I? Looks very dark. Let me just put the light out. There's so much shit here. I'm just gonna move you over here. That's hilarious. You can't see the screen. Why is that? It has to be a polar filter in this camera. Why does it look like that? Oh, there we go. It's a polarized filter. I use it to remove reflections and stuff. Because this is sort of like my B camera that I use for a lot of things. So when I do like location streams, stuff like that, it's sort of it's always like you have to always deal with like sun and reflections and stuff like that everywhere. And if you have a polarized filter, you can just remove it. You just kind of twist that that ring that I twisted now to kind of just get it into place. Look at that. So I guess game one.
Shouldn't be hard for you. Initiate link.
All right, I'm gonna just do something about the sound.
Ship light boost shots for skill shot.
Because my gate is kind of struggling, so I'll just leave it open. Yeah, I think the flipper buttons are not staging optimally here. I guess that's something I need to look at. The left one is too late, and the right one is way too tight. So you can adjust the volume from... Oh, look at that. It's crazy. Yeah, this feather on the plunger is just...
All safe.
Oops, that's not coming back. So I kind of forgot to put the most important kind of bit in the...
Shoot light blue shots for skill shot.
That crazy topper. Like, just look at it. I will figure out a way to get it in the stream.
I am a Meticon. I am one of you.
Use the flipper.
Arrows added.
Yeah, it's not liking that. Oops. Yeah, I got a really bad reject on the Miua shot up there.
I am a Meticon. I am one
Yeah,
of you.
getting that skill shot up on the...
Use warning.
Danger.
Oh, that was a tilt. That was bad. What a shitty first game. What a shitty... This is unbelievable.
Up ahead.
So doing that, like, soft plunge up to the
But I never figured I'd be going.
side
Skill
shot
shot.
there.
Arrow added.
All switches advancing. Arrow added.
that do?
Fireworks.
I don't have all goddamn night.
Terrific. Hit action button to retrieve arrows.
Use the flipper.
Multiplier decrease. Lane award added. Mystery is lit. Arrows depleted.
Getting so many rejects on that scoop up there. It's just like the 5th time now. I just wonder.
Wonderful. You got it. Altitude warning.
I got a tilt warning. No. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm shooting for here. Yeah, so the code needs updating. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Shoot light boost shots for
I
skill
need to adjust
shot.
the flippers. I need to install the new code, and I think I need to fix the flipper
Heal mantle
strength.
combo.
Need to be dialed in as well because
Ball one locked. Shoot the purple shot for super skill shot.
Skill shot.
Arrow added.
Sound code mode is ready.
there it went in, but the right flipper is way too strong.
Use the flipper.
First contact.
Song chord.
Maglev red.
Shoot rainforest.
Shoot the loop back ramp.
So now I should be able to do a skill shot into the.
Hide in the rainforest.
Oh, I
Skill
got it.
shot.
Battle of the Hallelujah Mountains multi-ball.
Hit the action button.
Terrific. Arrows depleted. Terrific. Jackpot. Jackpot is lit. Eclipse jackpot is lit. Dire horse combo. Raccoon combo. Well done. Jackpot is lit. Answer. Hit the scoop.
Oh, interesting. The ball got stuck up here. There's 2 balls sitting there.
Let's get this done.
Interesting. There's like 2 balls sitting in the. Is the game a little bit loud? Yeah, the game is loud. Yeah, so look at this. This looks really dumb. Just want to show you this. So there's like two balls sitting on the rail here. Right? So there's one right there. And then the other one is sitting right there.
Ball one locked.
Shoot like bush shots for skill shot.
Yeah, I just think that wireform is just it's pins there in a way. Yeah, you can see. Wow, you can see it really clearly. Yeah, it's an easy fix. Yeah, I'll just put the light up. Yeah, these are the things like new games. There's always something. I'm not blaming anyone in particular here, right? But I just want to kind of show the issue here, right? You see the ball there, right? And then, like, I don't know if you can see, like, how the wireform is just like it's bent inwards here, right? And that pinches the ball there. And I don't know why that ball is resting there, but that's not supposed to happen because the ball is supposed to be fed down there. But it looks like it's also pinched a little bit on one of the wireforms there. But yeah, that kind of freed that one up, but that needs kind of some bending as well to perfect. But yeah, so far
Collected.
those are the things that needs fixing. Among things I need to do, go through the switch matrix and all that good stuff as well. But here you have it, Jersey Jack Pinball Avatar Collector's Edition is out of the box. I will get some. I thought I just could plunge that, but oh, there we go. Yeah, the game is so confused now where all the balls are. So high score number 1 is at 20 million, so I might actually get my name in here. Yeah, that is so bent. I mean, it's just like it's a couple of millimeters kind of difference. And I think that in turn has led to, I think the whole kind of mech is kind of like bent wrong, and that in turn creates a groove for the ball further down to be kind of stuck into place as well. And I think the game could have a little bit too high pitch. No, it doesn't. Oh, I did get my initials here. Why is the camera so...
These Sky people never stood a chance.
All right. Anyhow, thank you so much for hanging out. And yeah, QA at Jersey Jack. The thing is this, that I always I look at the playfields when I unbox a game, right? And if I don't see a single dimple on the playfield, I'm just like, oh, this game is going to have issues. And this playfield is absolutely immaculate, does not have a single dimple on it. So I don't think a single ball has traveled through this game, to be honest, right? Elton ship without apron, yeah. I mean, the thing is, all the pinball manufacturers, they just work differently, right? And like anyone who could, yeah, I mean, the ball can't travel through there, right? If you were just yeah, it has not been play tested. That is that, and that's it. Let's just put it that way. And it's the same thing like Pinball Brothers. There's no one playing those games either. They ship immaculate, and you can't make a single shot on them, right? And you need to every little thing you need to kind of adjust. I know Stern there's somebody playing the games there for sure, because the games are delivered with dimples, and you can see ball trails on some of the habit rails and things like that, right? So that's just how it is. But hopefully I'll get all these issues kind of ironed out. I get the display into the stream. Don't know what to do with the topper yet, if I'm gonna put the topper in the stream. I don't know how much good it will do. There's a lot of information there, which is sort of, yeah. It might not even be on HDMI. Who knows? I'll figure something out. It should be fun to figure out anyway. Yeah, you can capture it. Yeah, I bet you can. It's just the format of it. It's like really weird. It's like this. I mean, it's not even like 32 by 9. It's like it's even wider. I don't know what kind of widescreen that is, but at the end of the day, they're probably just using a standard HD kind of signal that is being cropped, right? So because if it has some super weird resolution, then my capture card is going to struggle with it because it can only do TV signals. And it struggles with computer resolutions, like it can't do 1440p and any of the kind of high-res widescreens, weird formats. It can do, TV resolutions, pretty much. But I might put it on I mean, I have other capture cards that are better at capturing PCs. I have a whole line of Elgato cards. I have, I have a bunch of others that deals better with PC capture, right? And they should be able to handle it. So we'll see. It is a pretty fantastic topper, so it would be sort of a waste not putting it in the stream, I'd say, in some shape or form. It would be really cool to kind of green screen and have that in the background of the player, I think. I think that would be a good fit. You kind of put it as a bar on top of the on top of the normal kind of display, and you have it like sitting up here. And that will kind of take up the other 2/3 of the state of the stream. Oh yeah, yeah. I need to get started with dinner and start working on some of these things and tidy up here a little bit. But this has been super fun.
Get your payload ready.
I should take a break. That's what it said. So, but thank you for hanging out. I'll put this on YouTube, and if you watch this on YouTube, thank you so much, and give some comments in chat. In comments below. It's not in chat. So, all right, cheers. Let's see if we can raid somebody here. Loud music incoming.